hard to believe. We look back to 2010 and we think about the Olympics, and we're just talking about Whistler's 50th anniversary this year. We talked about the origins of Whistler, which was really born out of someone trying to get the Olympic Games, and then finally it was real.
A couple of times, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. John Furlong is with us, and we're talking about a new experience that's opening up at the Richmond Oval called the Richmond Olympic Experience. And this is an opportunity for one of those legacies that you've talked a lot about, that fans can sort of relive that without, you know, being in the moment itself.
It is. I have to say, you know, I haven't seen a lot of these types of venues around the world. This is pure world class. It's the Oval, which was an amazing legacy to start with. I mean, it is probably the finest building of its kind in the world. But they have taken what they were left with, the legacy, and they've done all the things you would expect. And they've now built this venue into it, which is a way to invite people to come in and experience a whole bunch of activity that they've watched on television, probably wondered about what it would be like to do it, and to feel the energy and the rush that the athletes go through. And it's a very interactive digital, it is very, very impressive.
So give us an idea about some of the things that you were just telling me about. One is you can get in the bobsleigh.
So you can go out there and go into the venue, and you can get into a bobsleigh with someone, and you can be put right onto the, you can get put right onto the track in Whistler, and you can go down that track. You can have your times compared to the best athletes, and you can feel all of the elements of that race. Because, you know, when you're standing outside that track, it doesn't look that hard.
Yeah.
Get on this, and you're just sitting there looking at a screen, and it's quite exhilarating. It's uplifting. And you can also, you know, get on a sit ski and go to the top of the downhill and come down the mountain and feel the rush that the athlete has, and see the level of difficulty. I mean, I just sat on it, and I was afraid that we weren't going anywhere. So it has this wonderful, wonderful energy.
How about this one? This is kind of cool. This is
the ski jumping. And so what they've done is there's no holes barred. They've worked with a number of local companies to develop these experiences, which are really, really remarkable. I mean, I've never seen anything, frankly, quite like it. And it's a bit like taking Science World and the Oval and running them into each other and taking all of the elements of the games. In addition to that, it's kind of a trip back in time. You know, you can go around the venue and feel all the energy all over again. If you were a volunteer, you can interact with the technology and find your name. There's the torch relay route around the venue. Every town that was on the route is in there. And
that's a good moment too.
Yeah, and this here. So you can go in there and you can shoot and put yourself up against others and see how, and you can do it with a soccer ball. And it's all technology driven, and you can't fool it. So you get legitimate scores and you get a sense of what it's like. And yeah, it's very, very impressive.
Well, you see Sidney Crosby there. Of course, there's the soccer ball part of it as well.
Right.
And it's funny because, you know, we had Sidney Crosby and Ryan Miller on the ice just recently in a game, and everyone's immediately goes back to that moment, right?
Right.
And that's what's great about the games here was people put themselves back in that moment. I mean, it's 2010, we're at 2015 now, but you still want to put yourself back in that
absolutely.
moment.
And when you're in there, it's a wonderful venue for telling stories. There's so much in there. It's museum, it's interactive, it's digital, it's exhilarating. It can hold a couple of hundred people at any one time and give them all stuff to do. And there's a wonderful movie at the beginning, which you go in and, you know, you sit down and you get taken back in time, but it's a chance for people to sit there and think about what it would be like to be a great athlete, to live your life through sport. And then you get out into the venue and you see, it is, I mean, I have to say that, you know, the Oval was always very impressive. And the community of Richmond has done an incredible job. This has been a venue that has grown. It's operating in the black. We all remember the talk about the venue would never make it financially. And it's just a fantastic example. And just a few weeks ago, I was in Switzerland talking at a summit an international summit on sport, and it is held out there as one of the finest examples of how to do this right. Wow. And it has the full sanction of the IOC. They support this. I think you'll probably see now all the other cities around the world will try to copy this. It's very, very good.
Well, the Oval is amazing because you're in there. You look to if you walk in the front door, you look to your right, and you've got hockey rinks going on. You look to your left, you got a track, and you got volleyball,
climbing walls, rowing,
the whole
fitness.
Thing.
I mean, thousands of people have subscriptions there. The venue is alive. So, and what's really, I think, special about what we have there now is when you come in there with children. you just can just stand back and they will just light up at the full experience. There's something for everybody. I mean, whether you're a great athlete or just a dreamer, I mean, you'll go in there and come out and it will move you. It really is good. Very impressed.
It's opening up tomorrow, so you'll have to wait another day before you can see it. But if you want some more information, go to www.theROX, and it's ROX.ca, so the Richmond Olympic Experience with an X, so theROX.ca. And again, it opens up tomorrow, and it'll be open going on after that as well. So, John, great to see you again. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And good. And it sounds like it's going to be a great experience.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to look at it this when I'm there today, so I'm excited to see part of it. So, but again, it doesn't open until tomorrow, so be aware of that.